Fethullah Gulen, a humble Islamic scholar whose life and teachings have inspired a global movement rooted in compassion, peace, and service. His devotion to Islam was not just in words, but in a life lived for humanity. Born in a modest village in Erzurum, Turkey, Gulen was raised with a profound reverence for Islam. Guided by his family and mentors, he embraced the faith as a way of life centered on humility, compassion, and personal growth. For years, Fethullah Gulen preached from mosque pulpits, where the foundations of Hizmet's philosophy were shaped through his sermons. Gulen was a teacher and Islamic scholar who transformed his faith-based ideals into a movement, embodying a practical approach to living and spreading Islamic values. Until his final years, he maintained the tradition of halakha, study circles, teaching tafsir of the Quran, hadith studies, Risale-i Nur, and the works of great scholars. His students came from diverse backgrounds, from Central Asia to Africa, reflecting his universal approach to education and spirituality. Gulen's beliefs and feelings were deeply rooted in the Quran and Sunnah, and his wise and rational approach to problems emphasized key Islamic principles. Non-violent personal transformation, embracing all of humanity and deeply averse to injustice and deviation. Gulen promoted a peaceful understanding of Islam. He taught that true strength lies in character and that conflicts should be resolved through patience, kindness, and dialogue. Compassion and social responsibility. Following the prophetic example of Rahmatan lil Alamin, mercy to all worlds, he emphasized that faith calls for active compassion. Those inspired by his teachings established schools and madrasas, scholarly institutions, relief organizations, and platforms for dialogue, turning empathy into meaningful action to alleviate suffering and promote social justice. Pursuit of knowledge. Gulen dreamed of generations that would combine intellectual enlightenment with pure spirituality, wisdom, and continuous activism for the sake of Allah. He advocated for a balanced education that embraces both religious and scientific learning, encouraging the pursuit of knowledge to better understand the world and contribute positively to society. Intra- and interfaith. Dialogue and mutual respect. Believing in the Quranic principle of getting to know one another, he championed dialogue, both intrafaith and interfaith. He sought to build bridges between different cultures and religions, promoting peace and mutual respect through open communication. Service as an act of worship. To Gulen, serving humanity is a true act of worship. By living their faith through acts of kindness and community service, his followers strive to make a lasting positive impact on the world. Fethullah Gulen's vision gave rise to the Hizmet movement is service in Turkish, a global initiative active in over 160 countries. His followers, embodying his teachings, continue to promote education, dialogue, and humanitarian aid, all rooted in Islamic principles of peace and compassion. Despite facing challenges and misunderstandings, they remain steadfast, establishing schools, relief organizations, and platforms for dialogue. Their efforts reflect Gulen's dream of generations combining intellectual enlightenment with pure spirituality, wisdom, and continuous activism. On October 20th, 2024, Fethullah Gulen passed away. Yet his legacy endures in every act of kindness and every effort toward understanding inspired by his life. Gulen embraced all of humanity, deeply averse to injustice. His teachings, clearly sourced from the Quran and Sunnah, remind us that by embracing humility, compassion, and service for the sake of Allah, we can make a lasting difference. May his dedication inspire us to carry forward his mission, living our faith through acts of kindness, fostering understanding, and serving humanity.